Hello, welcome Solex Nation. This is the first weekly update that we have had in February, so that means we need to tell you the changes in our monthly incentive.
Yes, yeah, it's it's the month of love, right? Valentine's Day this month. It's also my birthday this month.
It is your birthday.
Yeah, and I love that, so it's the month.
I won't tell them how old you are.
Oh, please don't. You guys, this is a great month. A couple years ago, we launched a wonderful product. Speaking of heart and love and those things, Pulse is the freebie, I guess you'd say, for anybody who enrolls with you that sets up a bundle and a subscription. When they do that, they get a free Pulse. No strings attached to that one. They just get it, right? And what is Pulse? For those that don't know, it is a circulation support product, nanoed, that helps essentially expand the capillaries. It allows to soften the inner lining of the walls of the arteries. It allows things to flow a little bit easier.
We get a lot of comments of, oh my word, I just took Pulse, I'm turning bright red, it looks like I have a rash, am I okay? Are they okay?
They're totally okay. That's called a niacin flush. We actually want those, we encourage those. The market for a long time has steered away from those because of these reactions. They didn't want to freak out potential users. But the thing is, that reaction actually is really good because that is evidence, that is very forthright evidence of it working. People have taken niacin in doses up to 30 grams and never had an issue. So this is completely safe.
Yes.
No issue with that. Find out what your number is. Some people, the number is 2 and 3 pumps. Mine is 12. Some people are 15. I know one person who's 40.
40.
Yeah, that's incredible. But what is it doing? It's softening those. It's allowing that circulation to flow more easily in your entire system, and that's what we want. We want that for heart health.
That's right, and a little tip for women, don't do it right before you're putting on your makeup because it will make it
It'll change the way you look?
Wrong, yes. I had to wait a good while for it to go away one time.
You know, along those lines, one of the things, we have the monthly incentive.
Yes.
We do have the quarterly incentives that are rolling along, which means that anytime you bring people on with a subscription, with a bundle and a subscription, they get counted towards the quarterly incentive.
Yes, and that's for you.
And that's for you. That's for the person who's sharing and helping. If they come on with those circumstances and they have their subscription successfully transact, if you do that with 3 people, you'll get an extra $50 bonus after the quarter closes. If you do that with another 3 people, so 6 total, you'll get an additional $250, bringing the total to
$300.
That's a big deal. That's not a small thing. In addition to all of the benefits of the commissions you get, which are very hefty when you enroll people that way.
That's right.
As is.
Yep. So that incentive is January, February, and March, and that is for all of you QLAs who are bringing people on with a bundle and a subscription. Okay. Speaking of, I just said March. We have our Day of Discovery on our doorstep. We are so excited about it. And we decided we wanted to show you just a little taste of what you're gonna see at Day of Discovery. So let's check this out.
Make a move before you feel like you're ready. If you wait until you're ready, you're never gonna be ready.
You do not have to stay stuck in autopilot.
Only you have the gifts to reach the people that you were designed to reach.
I've been doing this for 30 years, and this is the most exciting development in the field that I've ever seen.
Those are just a couple of our presenters. We will show more in the weeks to come, but this is truly going to be a top-notch event.
Yeah, it is. Get your tickets now. It's coming up really fast, early March, and so now's the time to learn from these wonderful people who have mastered so much about the AO scan and Solex.
That's right. And now is also the time to get your 2025 event ticket package. If you want to come to the live Day of Discovery in September, of course you also want to see the virtual Day of Discovery. Your best deal in getting those tickets is to buy the event pack. Obviously, when virtual Day of Discovery is over, that event pack will no longer be for sale. So to get the best deal, go on into your back office and get that event pack.
Yeah, we have another event. This isn't a paid for event. It's a rank required event.
Yes, yes.
It's our leadership event.
That's right, our leadership event. And that is, well, it's June 9th and 10th, but let's go into specifics on that. If you are a platinum or higher, and you've only had to hit platinum, you don't have to break the rank to come, then you RSVP to me that you want to come. We do have a few spots left. I can't say that for very much longer, I don't think, but right now we have a few spots left. If you are platinum or higher and you want to come, RSVP to me, email me, and that event is the 9th and the 10th of June. And what that means is you fly in on June 8th, it's a Sunday, and on Monday and Tuesday, 9th and the 10th, we'll have our event, and then the 11th is when you will fly home.
Yeah, and I think it's important to say in years past, we've been able to take new people who've hit platinum maybe the month before. We've been able to get them to that event if they can get the flights and everything arranged. But like you said, we're running out of space really fast. We're probably going to have to lock that one down. It is a first come, first serve, or first reserve, first come sort of experience. Yep. This is a big deal. It's going to be a great environment.
It's in Sundance, Utah. You'll be staying in cabins. And when I say cabins, I'm not talking about like Girl Scout cabins.
No,
I'm talking about beautiful homes.
Yeah. I mean, these are multi-million-dollar cabins.
Yes.
That and multiple of them. And the setup is great. The environment is fantastic. If you've been to Utah before, if you've been to Sundance, this is a Robert Redford property that he developed and he sold a couple of years ago, but it has some memorabilia. It has some of that feel of the movies. Where they actually did a lot of work there for developing movies. But it's a ski resort. It's just a fun place to be.
Yeah, so you'll want to come. So make sure you RSVP to me if you are platinum or higher. All right, we had a contest last week like we always do.
Yeah.
And we asked you, what is your go-to scan and why?
Yeah.
And we're going to give away a 6-pack of AO Scan sample passes.
Oh, I love that. That's a great one. All right, first one. Here we go. This is Suzanne Benenate? I love that. Suzanne, I'm sorry if I said your last name wrong. Thank you, Solex, for playing Deb Bruce's presentation. I'd forgotten all about that specific talk about at DoD. I've used AI to create some affirmations to use in MindSync that are specific to my future, just as she suggested. Excuse me, that's tongue-tied. It happens really easily for me. We're about to go into hyperdrive. I love to use comprehensive and dial in to areas that I need the most support. I love that. That's fantastic.
Me too. I love MindSync too. MindSync is...
Yeah, there's a lot more we need to talk about that.
Oh, my word, yes. Do I have one? Yes. All right, this is Jan Houghton. The number one scan for me would be the quick scan. I start my day with the morning quick scan and the general section. So it tells me which supplements I need and homeopathic sugar pills I need. I scan those and take them. I finish my evening with the evening quick scan, and it lets me know which evening supplements my body needs. I tallied all my supplements up for a full month, and when I calculated the cost, the scanner saved me over $400.
Whoa!
Compared to if I had taken each of those supplements every day. So much better for the pocketbook and my body, especially my liver. That's what I was going to say. So grateful for my scanner.
You know, we talked about in the beginning, we talked about supplement library and how beneficial it was when we have questions about the cost of the scanner and the $149 and one of the things we've talked about, well, if you just use supplement library alone to understand the energy of your body and what you need that particular day or that part of that day, if you guided and refined your intake according to the body's energy needs, it might align better. And it's exactly, but I don't think anybody's ever quantified that.
No.
Specifically like that.
$400.
And obviously $400 makes the $149 a walk in the park,
Yeah, that's right.
Well, and it does the other thing. And obviously Solex, we have supplements here. But a lot of people take a lot of supplements. But we always don't need every supplement every day, no matter what.
Yeah.
And I think that's the whole point of trying to understand the body's needs and getting in tune with our bodies and learning about our bodies.
I beg to differ about youth and gut. I do need that every day. I know what happens when I don't take it.
All right.
Sharon
Stanley. Here we go, Sharon. My go-to is inner voice. I make a note of my 4 balancing harmonics. Then I go to Cephi to scan for what I need in the categories where it's available. Quantum reach, quantum affirmations, quantum chakra, quantum flowers, and make a note of the results. From that, I create a Cephi playlist. You can change this daily. That is awesome. I wonder, Sharon, how long does that take you? Because one of the things is like, oh, I don't have enough time to do all these things. But it seems like if you have a routine, maybe this is just done in the morning routine in 20 minutes, in 5 minutes, in 30 minutes. not enough time to really disrupt our day. In fact, support our day as best we can.
It's so valuable to support your day. All right, well, congratulations to the 3 of you. We will send your AO Scan sample passes. And I just want to add that I need to put a plug in for Easy Scan because that is what I do every day, and it's the easiest one for me, and I can't live without it. So it's so great. But what's your favorite scan?
No, I'm going to plug Inner Voice. Inner Voice is just my forever favorite. It's just, I need that. I love the balance. It's noticeable to me every day, and I just, at ease. Peace is what I'm looking for, and that brings me peace.
We have said in this office to various coworkers, you need to go do an Inner Voice and then come back and we'll talk.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so grateful to have that tool. All right, let's talk now about our top enrollers. And this is for the week of January 27th through February 2nd. No ties, but we have some new names.
Yeah, in second place, great job, Sandy Dixon. Well done. I haven't seen that name before.
Yeah, congrats.
Sandy with 2 eyes, right?
Yep. And then in first place, this person brought on 15 people in 1 week.
Holy smokes.
And that goes to Ann Heshing. Congratulations to you, Ann. 15 people. We're going to give you a 6-pack of AO Scan passes to cover half of the
Yeah, keep sharing.
Keep sharing. Amazing job. All right, we do have Jen Hawks in town this week because she is filming for our virtual day of discovery, and so we're going to turn the time over to her.
Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow morning feeling truly rested. Your energy is steady all day long, and you're not reaching for any sugar or caffeine to get you through the afternoon. Sound amazing, right? Now let's flip that script. Does this sound more like your reality? You hit snooze 3 times. You're groggy, you're not even hungry for breakfast, and by mid-afternoon, you're crashing hard, desperate for another cup of coffee or that quick sugar fix. Let me help you understand what is happening in your body when stress takes over, how cortisol and glucose are supposed to work together, and what goes wrong when they don't. Most importantly, I'm going to share simple, actionable steps so you can take them to start feeling better. Cortisol is often referred to as the stress hormone, but it's much more than that. It truly is a vital hormone that your body needs to function properly. It's produced by your adrenal glands, which sit on top of your kidneys. So there's some roles of cortisol. Let's start with number 1, regulating energy levels. Cortisol helps manage how your body uses energy. It ensures that your blood sugar, your glucose, stays stable by signaling your liver to release glucose into your bloodstream when your body needs more energy. Just like during times of stress when you haven't eaten for a while. This is essential for keeping your brain and muscles fueled. Number 2 is the stress response that it does. It helps with a fight or flight. When you encounter stress, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, cortisol is released to help you respond to that stress. It increases your heart rate, raises your blood sugar, and suppresses non-essential functions like your digestive system or even your immune system to focus on all energy on immediate survival. Think of this as your body's built-in alarm system. Then you have the circadian rhythm. This is your daily hormone cycle. Cortisol flows in a natural rhythm throughout your body. It peaks in the morning to help you wake up and feel alert, and then it gradually declines throughout the day. It's at its lowest at night to help you wind down and sleep. And this rhythm helps your body stay in sync with your daily activities. So if your cortisol level is low at night and spiking up in the afternoon, you might find that you have some insomnia or unable to sleep. Oftentimes this happens, or you'll know it happens, if you have a second wind in the afternoon. Then there's the inflammation control. Cortisol has an anti-inflammatory effect. It helps to regulate your immune system, preventing it from overreacting to minor threats and causing unnecessary inflammation. It also helps with blood pressure regulation. Cortisol helps to maintain proper blood pressure levels, ensuring that your cardiovascular system is working efficiently, especially during times of stress. Cortisol isn't always the villain that we think it is. It gets this bad reputation because it's associated with stress, but it's important to understand that cortisol isn't inherently bad. In fact, it's critical for our survival, just like we've talked about. The problem arises is when cortisol is consistently elevated due to chronic stress, poor sleep, and other factors such as maybe not getting enough food in for the day, not enough nutrition. When this happens, it can disrupt your sleep-awake cycles. It can cause these blood sugar imbalances, and it can lead to weight gain, especially around your lower abdomen. It can also contribute to fatigue, mood swings, and other health issues. So what does cortisol feel like in the body? Well, when it's balanced, you can wake up feeling energized, refreshed, and you can handle stressors without crashing, and you seem to feel calm at bedtime. But when it's dysregulated, you might feel wired but tired, experience sugar cravings, have trouble falling asleep, or even waking up in the middle of the night. So how do cortisol and glucose, how are they connected? Let's talk a little bit about glucose now. Glucose, or blood sugar, is your body's natural source of energy. Every time you eat, your body breaks down carbohydrates into glucose, which is then used for fuel to your brain, your muscles, and other systems in your body. But what happens if you haven't eaten in a while? That's where cortisol comes in. When your blood sugar drops, cortisol signals your liver to release stored glucose into your bloodstream to give you that quick energy boost. This process is called glucogenesis. It's a perfectly normal part of your body's survival system. But the problem with that is, when things go wrong and stress keeps your cortisol levels elevated all the time, your body is consistently releasing glucose, even when you don't have enough of it or need it, which forces your pancreas to produce more insulin to bring your blood sugar back down. So over time, this cycle can lead to many things, including insulin resistance. This is where your cells stop responding to insulin because it's like that man that cried wolf or the boy that cried wolf. And of course, it creates energy crashes and then that weight gain that we talked about, especially around that midsection. So if you think of cortisol as your body's emergency gas tank, it's there for when you need a quick boost to keep going, but if you're constantly relying on that gas tank and it empties out, your body is gonna struggle to keep up. So there's this impact, and how does it all feel in real life? Let's break it down. In the morning, you wake up feeling tired, groggy, not hungry. This is because your body has been working overtime during the night to keep your blood sugar stable. Cortisol levels are supposed to peak in the mornings, just like we talked about earlier. But when they're dysregulated, you might feel like you're dragging yourself out of bed instead of springing up with energy. In the afternoon, by mid-afternoon, you might hit an energy crash. This is when you might be reaching for that sugar, chocolate bar, caffeine, or carbs to keep you going. These quick fixes temporarily raise your blood sugar, which can also trigger another insulin spike, leading to another crash. In the evening, at night, let's say, cortisol levels might still be high, making it hard for you to fall asleep, or they might drop too low, causing you to wake up in the middle of the night, and you're unable to relax. So the long-term effects, chronic cortisol and glucose are imbalances that can lead to weight gain, especially around your belly, difficulty focusing, digestive issues, and even mood swings. Over time, it can contribute to conditions like insulin resistance, adrenal fatigue, or even metabolic disorders. So how do you break the cycle? Here are some practical steps. The good news is that you can break the cycle with 4 steps. Number 1 is start your day right. What does that mean? Eating within 30 to 60 minutes of waking up, even if you're not hungry, and having a breakfast that is full of protein, like eggs or even healthy fats like avocado, and a little bit of fiber, like maybe some vegetables, can help stabilize your blood sugar. Drink a glass of water before coffee to rehydrate your body and avoid spiking your cortisol further. In fact, if you can get that protein in before you have your cup of coffee, that's even better. Managing stress throughout your day is step number 2. Take short, intentional breaks. even if it's 5 minutes of deep breathing or stepping outside just to lower your cortisol levels. Take your body out of that stress response that you might be going through. Try the 4-7-8 breathing technique. If you don't know what that is, you inhale for 4 seconds, you hold for 7 seconds, and then you exhale out your mouth for 8 seconds. Move your body can also do this, keeping it gentle. Get up and walk around the block. Or you can even get up from your desk and do some stretching. You can go to a yoga class in the middle of the day. Whatever you need to do, these are really great for cortisol regulations rather than high-intensity workouts when you're already stressed. 3 is going to be balancing your meals throughout your day. So focus on balanced meals with protein, healthy fats, and fiber to prevent blood sugar from spiking and crashing. And this doesn't just come in the morning. This is for each and every meal that you have. Incorporating nutrients like magnesium in the green leafy vegetables that you have. Magnesium is the #1 mineral for supporting stress. B vitamins in whole grains and adaptogens like ashwagandha to support adrenal health are also phenomenal. I also love to have a cup of chamomile tea at nighttime, which gets me to step number 4, winding down in the evening. Reduce your screen time. This is huge. I see so many people just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling on their phones, especially right before bedtime, because blue light disrupts melatonin production and keeps you in that alert mode. Also, creating a calming bedtime routine, whether it's taking a warm bath, journaling, a cup of herbal tea like I just mentioned, these are all gonna help signal your body that it's time to relax. Sometimes I even like to just dim the lights. So what does small change look like? Let's say you're used to skipping breakfast and diving straight into work. Tomorrow, try having a boiled egg, an avocado, something first thing in the morning. Notice how your energy feels throughout the day. It's these small changes that make a big difference. I wanna leave you with this. Your body isn't working against you. It's doing the best it can to adapt to the stress it's under. But when cortisol and glucose are out of balance, it can feel like your body is betraying you. The truth is, you have more control than you think. By understanding how these systems work and making small, consistent changes, you can restore balance, you can improve your energy, and you can feel like yourself again. If this resonates with you, I encourage you to take action. Start with 1 or 2 small changes that you've learned today. Remember, even the smallest step forward is still progress, and your health is worth investing in. Do you want to know about how to read your reports more efficiently? And specifically, how to get the most out of EasyScan? I will be presenting this topic at our virtual Day of Discovery in March. If you don't have your ticket, I highly recommend getting it now. Can't wait to see you there.
One of the most profound experiences that I've actually had with the scanner was within my own household. I have a daughter who just turned 18, and for the last several years, communication with her has been really difficult. She was suffering from some mild depression. She doesn't have the greatest experience with her dad, and so she had kind of gotten involuted where I saw her light dimming. She wasn't communicating a lot. She was staying in her room with the blinds closed. She wasn't hugging me. She wasn't telling me she loves me. And we've always been really close, so it was really painful. And so when I got the scanner, the first thing I did was start doing inner voice with her. And at first, she was grumpy about even giving me the voice clip, but she would give me the voice clip, and because she's a teenager, I knew that I couldn't really depend on her to listen to the balancing harmonics. So I would actually take the frequencies from inner voice and put them onto a playlist and broadcast it to her. And within a really short period of time, I would really say within about a week or so, I could start to see the light come back in her, and I could start to see her face get brighter, and she started communicating more. And even my mom and other family members noticed it. And then she started coming up next to me and hugging me and telling me she loves me. And now she's even sending me emotional, like little emojis on the phone and checking on me throughout the day. And it has just been such a blessing. That was the only thing that we changed. Even though I'm a doctor and she's my child, I can't get her to take any supplements. But doing this, she now asks me to scan her. She reaches out to me, she'll send me a text, "Mom, can you scan me? I think I'm starting to feel a little funny. I'm feeling like something's coming on." And so that's just been amazing to see that change. And it was something that I could definitely tell was specifically from Inner Voice, because that was the only thing we had changed.
So this is giveaway time. Stay on if you want to enter into the contest. We've seen this. Sometimes there's few enough people that enter the contest that, boy, your odds are really high.
A really good chance of getting it.
Yeah. So what do you think is your best health hack?
Yeah, what's your most valuable health hack? That's what we want to know. And if you'll put the comments, not in this live chat, but if you'll put them after this weekly update is over, the premiere is over, that would be where we would find them. And it's so helpful for everyone to be able to read your suggestions and learn something from you. You know, we all learn from our presenters every week, but it's so nice when we can share with each other. We love to learn from you. Okay, what do you think we're going to give you?
Think.
Duh.
Think. This is our capsule product, the great brain support. It's an NRF2 activator. It's a process in the brain that goes through and cleans up all the junk, basically.
That's right.
And that's what's happening. So you're trying to get that going in the brain where you have so much oxygen, you create oxidation. That needs to be cleaned up. And so if you can get overridden sometimes, and we start to get cloudy, we start to get slow in our thinking process. Think helps support a better function in the brain area.
That's right. So be sure to put your comments below, and we will see you next week. What did we say? Cephi dots.
Cephi dots. I love Cephi dots.
No, we're not.
No. Dang it.
It's the AO scan sample passes. What is your Ready? Compose yourself.
To focus on all your energy and of course, start with one or two of these changes from today. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Start with one or two of these changes from today. See, I hate that today. This is the one we're going to use.